Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPL Elma. Still going to be going through my double game with 23 team selection where the bench boost is going to be active. I have a very strong team and I do hope it's going to be able to perform. Before we get into the video, I do thank you all guys for the continued support on the channel. We're around 20 subscribers away from 1000, which is the goal for the start of the World Cup. So if you're new around here, just a regular viewer, make sure you hit that sub button. Make sure you leave a like. Also, make sure you hit the bell. Don't miss any content going up on the channel. And without wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So first, we're going to start off with giving that to team review. Managed to score 58 points, came overall points to 1,840, and a small green arrow from 545,523,000. So we'll take it an average, above average in a wildcard game week where people had very strong teams. I think is a huge, huge plus, and the green arrow is a huge plus as well. So in goal, we had Verbruggen, who kept a clean sheet against Burnley for 9 points, same as Van Hecke. Senesi 4 points in the lead. Just for Defcon points, O'Reilly picking up a goal and a clean sheet, but being subbed off early with an injury. So just to see how he's going to play out, we'll talk about that one in a minute. Then we had Bruno Fernandes, who got an assist for 8 points. So probably got another assist, but it was just cleared off the line by DCL. Semeno Blanky for 2 points, but I feel he should have done a little bit more, especially when it comes to assisting Haaland, who also blanked, as you can see. DCL and Joe Pedro also blanking. Same as Palmer, but he did pick up some DEFCON points. Pascal Gross with an assist at the bench, nothing really to write home about. So, all in all, pretty good game week, and I do hope for game week 33 we can be able to produce something similar to not least because game week 33 has in store for us. So, of course, the big elephant in the room ahead of game 33 is whether Nico O'Reilly will be fit or is going to be injured in that double game. He's going to miss one game and have him be back for Burnley. Pep hasn't said anything. I'm calling this without the knowledge of the press conferences. So, yeah, but if it comes up that O'Reilly is going to be injured, I think I'm going to be doing Nico O'Reilly to Gehi. O'Reilly to have Sherky in there, but fortunately I only have one transfer, and this is the only logical transfer I can go to do. If I go super differential and go Matis Nunes instead, but I just like Gehi when it comes to attacking the red from set pieces. Not a wonderful goal he scored, by the way, against Chelsea. So the transfer I'm thinking about, but it's all dependent on the injury news for Nico O'Reilly. So now let's look at how we're going to be lining up, but make sure, just ensure Nico O'Reilly is going to be in the team for my lineups. So this is how we're going to be lining up ahead of 33. As you've seen the title, I've already mentioned it, the bench boost is going to be active, and this is how the team is going to be looking like. We're going to be having Verbruggen in there, playing against Spurs and Chelsea, just hoping for a clean sheet. I'm not so sure if a clean sheet against Chelsea, but the Spurs game, I think there can be a clean sheet in there, and maybe some save points as well. Same as Darlow, especially against that Wolves game, just saw them being beaten 4-0 by West Ham. So there's a huge chance that Leeds can win competition against Wolves. Bournemouth a little bit tricky, so that's hoping for some save points. And then you have Senesi and Hill as the Bournemouth duo. They did have a good game against Arsenal, picking up a few Defcon points here and there, and I do hope they can be able to produce something similar. They play Newcastle and Leeds. Newcastle out of form at the moment, and Leeds just coming back from winning against Manchester United is going to be a tough fixture. They're going to be on a high, but maybe they're going to be relaxed since they know that they're safe from relegation. But hey, we'll have to wait and see. Just hoping for a clean sheet in this game, maybe a cheeky attacking return, and some Defcon points as well. Then you have Van Hecke, just the same as Verbruggen, just hoping for a similar performance as the one in game 32. Then you have O'Reilly, who's going to be in the team for now as we wait for the press conference from Pep Guardiola. So United, they're going to be playing against Arsenal and Burnley. So it's going to be interesting to see how long it's going to go. Easy fixtures on paper if you think about it. I just watched afterwards Sporting today, and wow, they looked utterly woeful against Sporting, defending with 11 men. So we're going to see how that is going to go out. But that Burnley fixture, I think Man City are going to have a field day. Then We'll be having Justin finishing off the team. A little bit surprised to see him playing centre back against Manchester United and not playing as a left back who is naturally playing. And I do hope against Wolves and Bournemouth they can go back to a back four, and Justin is going to be playing in the left back position. And he's also on set pieces, so very high chances of some attacking return. So that's the goalkeeping department, and the defenders as well. Looks pretty solid. Just waiting on that Nico O'Reilly news. That could be easily be Mark Guinea, depending on the news. So now let's look at the midfield. So this is how the midfield is going to be looking like. Going to be having Semenyo in there playing against Arsenal and Burnley. He didn't have the best game against Chelsea, sort of wasted chances, wasted assist opportunities as well. But it is what it is. Hopefully, can be able to bounce back against Arsenal and Burnley and able to get some attacking returns. I would really like to have Shelky in there, but I think now it's a little bit too late and over Semenyo can be able to outscore him. Then we have Bruno Fernandes, the only player who's going to be on a single game week, playing against Chelsea, still hunting that assist record, 3 away. The only thing is, United haven't won at Chelsea for a very, very long time. So it's going to be an interesting game, and I do hope that Bruno can be able to get some attacking returns. The next player is Cole Palmer playing against United and Brighton. And yeah, after seeing that performance for United against Leeds, I still think there's a huge, huge chance that Chelsea can be able to cause an upset, and maybe Palmer will be at the heart of it. I think we have to wait and see. That Brighton fixture. It's going to be a tough one. I still think Palmer can be able to perform in there. Then you have Tavani against Newcastle and Leeds. Unfortunately, don't get an attacking return against Arsenal, and on the other hand, Scottish managed to score a goal. But Tavani had a lot of chances, but he kept on missing a lot as well. But yeah, against Newcastle and Leeds, maybe high chance of some attacking returns in there. Then you have Pascal Gross finishing off the midfield. Let's get an assist in game 32, and I do hope for game 33 can be able to replicate something like that. Spurs and Chelsea, not the easiest fixtures on paper with Chelsea. I think Spurs is an easy fixture, but yeah, it's really interesting to see how those games are going to go and hope that Pascal can be able to perform. And he's also on penalties when Welbeck and Milner are not on the pitch. He's on penalties. So that's another huge plus since those guys are always subbed off early, of course, because of age. But yeah, maybe Gross can be able to capitalize on a cheeky penalty kick as well. So that's the midfield. Looks pretty solid, full of goals and assists. So let's look at the forward line. So this is how the forward line is going to be looking like. We're going to be having Erling Haaland in there against Arsenal and Burnley. We didn't have a great game 32 against Chelsea. Well, I've spoken a lot. He was in a very good chances, but the ball was just not being passed to him. He had a one chance where he fluffed his lines, but yeah, not the best game. So playing against Arsenal and Burnley is going to be my captain for this game. Arsenal looked woeful today, as I've mentioned. I think that Burnley fixture could be a huge game in terms of the title, in terms of goal difference. So I'm sure Man City are going to start fighting. Then Robert Haaland is going to be involved in that thrashing of Burnley. Then you have Joe Pedro against United and and Brighton. So it doesn't say how time is going to go. That's hope he can be able to bounce back. It's been a while since he scored goals. Maybe since his hat trick a while back, he hasn't had a good game week in the last couple of runs. So being able to turn that and able to perform in double game 33. Then the next player is going to be DCL playing against Wolves and Bournemouth. Is hoping for a very, very strong performance, especially against Wolves. Against United, he had a couple of chances here and there, but he kept on missing for some weird reason. And I do hope against the Wolves and Bournemouth can be able to start converting some of those chances. So that's the forward line. This is the bench boost team again with the three-team selection. We have managed to reach this far. Let me know in the comments what do you think about my team, and also let me know which chip you're going to be using in game 33. And with that, I'd like to thank you all guys for watching, and I'll see you all guys later. Bye bye.